Guys, the day has arrived. The day we have all been waiting for. I've got my sun cream on, I've got makeup on, I've got a nice strappy top on because look at that big flaming ball of rock in the sky. It is super sunny. It's the perfect day for it, and we are going to give Sally a major makeover. You're not going to want to miss this, guys, because if I journey in here, you can see just what Sally looks like this moment in time. She's a little bit messy. Let's go in and see how messy she really is. So I have my client stood behind me. Any good hairdresser or anyone who's been to a hairdresser will know that every session always starts with talking about what the client wants. In this case, it's what I want. Sally is getting crazy hot with this massive mane. So she's stood in the stable here and she is verging on sweating. I mean, I know it's a hot day, but she's really uncomfortable with that mane. So we're gonna lop that off. We're also going to do a little something about these hairy leggies because, well, I know people like to keep their Welsh D's traditional sometimes, but because Sally is more of a competition horse, or going to be more of a competition horse rather than a show horse, I'm choosing to kind of turn her out more like an eventer rather than a show cob. She is, of course, a Welsh D or a Welsh cob, whatever you want to call her. It is obviously completely personal preference, but for me, it's a lot more manageable. I prefer the look of not having all this hair, and it's going to be a hell of a lot more comfortable for Sally because she is hot. Also gonna square off this tail. I've got some amazing new clippers sent to me by the fantastic liveryman, and I'm gonna show you how I do my tails and tidy them up. Always use clippers, don't use scissors on tails, guys. We are then going to sort this little beard out. I mean, a 5 o'clock shadow on a lady just isn't really a look now, is it? I'm sorry, Sally. You're gorgeous though, aren't you? You are absolutely gorgeous. So that is kind of the plan for this beautiful young lady. I'm so excited to see how she looks. Obviously, before we get started, I will give you a 360 view of the before, and then you're gonna have to bear with me, guys. You're gonna have to wait to the end of the video to see her turn from I can't even call you an ugly duckling because you are so far from an ugly duckling. But you're gonna see her turn into a beautiful swan, an even more beautiful swan than she already is. First things first, if you follow me on Instagram, which you all should be because I annoy you daily on there, you can get daily updates of me, the horses, Sally, technically she's one of the horses, but you know where I'm going with this, guys. If you're not following me, I'm gonna pop it up here. It is at Elphick.Event.Ponies. Go check it out, give it a follow. I'll give you a second. Okay, that was long enough. You should all be following by now. So the people that were following will know that Sally is back in work now. I realise I haven't really done a ridden video of her on YouTube for a while. Sorry about that, Sal. But she's back in work, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to hop on her, do her ride. It is currently the morning, so it's probably the coolest it's going to be all day. No doubt she's going to get quite hot being ridden though, so that's perfect. I'll then bring her in, give her a full body bath. I've got some good tricks for making them super shiny, super silky and looking their best. She's then going to dry off, and that is when the fun's going to start, guys. We're going to sort all of this out. So I thought I'd take you guys along with me to see her being ridden because I know you've not seen too much of it. Instagram people have, but people on YouTube haven't seen her being ridden too much, so I'm going to include a few little clips of that quickly, and then we'll get bathing. Does that taste of sun cream? That must taste disgusting. I don't know if that was waterproof sun cream, so I might have to go and put more on my arm. Okay, break. We are tacked up and ready to go. This is a Shire's Air Motion numbner that was kindly gifted to me last year. It's amazing for when it's really hot weather because this is kind of just like a spongy mesh material, so it keeps them as cool as you possibly can. when it is crazy hot like today. It's also got these silicone grips here, bobbly rubber bit underneath, which just provides a bit more padding. It helps the saddles fit. Sally, you having a snack, girl? Come here, babes. Sally is only 4. We bought her last year as a 3-year-old. We did a tiny bit with her, then she's been turned away all winter. She's been back in work a few weeks now. She's so sweet. She's green as grass, but she is just the most precious 4-year-old ever. She's so, so good. So I'm gonna hop on, do a little bit of work, not too much, because like I said, it's hot, and then it'll be bath time. Still taste of sun cream. So we've finished riding now. She went over the poles for the first ever time. Bless her, she really needs to find her feet still. But she was such a sweetie. So as you can see, she's quite hot and sweaty, so it's time to get bathing. Okay, so this is the before. Sally says, I don't want to do this anymore. Look at that mane. Say goodbye, guys. Well, actually, we're just bathing her first. Also, I know this is really messy, the floor. I was going to sweep it, but then I thought, well, if I'm trimming her all over, what is the point? I might use the leaf blower on it after, so anyone wants a vlog of that, let me know. Right, Sal? You ready? You look nervous. Okay, time to wet her all over. Bless her heart, she's really not been hosed off very much at all, so hence why I've got it at like a dribble. But how good is she? This pony is just amazing. Is filling up a bucket of water. This is the trick that I was telling you about, guys. Bit of lavender wash. This was in a Gallop and Glory box. It's really good for this time of year because it stops them itching. So a little bit of that. It's like making a cocktail, but a really boring one. And then I don't think they do any good. Maybe it would kill coronavirus. All right, Trump. And then a bit of tea tree shampoo. This is a really good way of... That's quite good for repelling flies, isn't it? Exactly. You end up using a lot less shampoo doing it this way. And then the key to getting a nice shine at this stage is a little bit of baby oil in there. So you will rinse all of that off, but it's going to leave a really nice shine. Then we get a sponge and sponge all over. Woohoo! Very satisfying. Good girl. very clean Sally with a nice eye bogey. Is that hair in your eye? Lucky. So I'm going to quickly scrape her off, get as much water off as possible, and then I'm going to go and graze her in the sun for a little bit because I cannot have a repeat of Ace. Literally, my brain cannot take that. So
that was quite funny.
Yeah, I did not find it funny. So I'm going to try and get her as dry as possible before popping her back in the stable, just to fully dry off, and then we'll get clipping and cutting.
Oh, Sally, that's the scary bit.
Just having a little hand graze. She did try and roll, but luckily I managed to stop her. Just need to show you this shine, guys. Look at that. I mean, obviously the baby oil has helped with that, but Sally is fed on pure feed, which is incredible. She's a very shiny pony in general because of it. But now it's a poppin'. Look at it. Oh, it's like a mirror. You go, girl. Great. Excellent. Hand grazed her for half an hour of my life. Honestly, why do you do this to me?
You know what they say, Meg? Never work with animals or children.
Dora's like, lol. Excellent.
Nice, Sally.
Right, well, we're going to go and have some lunch then, brush her.
I picked up the poo. She's now feels good as you.
Look at your face. Well done.
Go.
Welcome. Okay, so Sally's had a bit of a nap. She's had a big fat roll, so she's nice and dusty again, which means we're back to square one. We're back to brushing. So I'm going to give her a brush all over. She feels silky, like a sloth.
It's not very
What
nice.
is it? Silky snake? Silky something.
I don't know. What makes silk?
A silky worm. So I'm going to give her a good brush. I'm going to put some mane and tail spray in her mane and tail, believe it or not. Brush that through. Then I'm going to introduce you guys to my clippers, which liverymen have very kindly sent out to me. We'll talk about those in a second.
Silk. It's not a sloth. Sloths are slow. They're not known for being silky.
Slow.
She's not slow. She is a Hobbit horse and she's speedy.
Speedy Hobbit horse.
Yeah.
Girl. Right, I think we are all brushed. I think it's the fun time now, Mum.
Oh,
It's time for dad.
shall we escape, Sal? Shall we run away?
No, I am awfully hot with this mane.
Yeah, good girl.
You are so pretty. So, the amazing liveryman has very, very kindly sent me their black beauty clippers and also some face clippers. So we're going to be using a combination of these two today. I'll quickly show you what's inside these. Okay, so we've got the black beauty clippers here. These are the big ones, the heavy duty ones. These are best for they're meant for doing full clips, but I cannot get my hands off them. So I'm going to use these for her feathers because obviously they're a bit thicker. And then we've got the classic clippers. So these are for all those hard to get places. They're really small, but they pack one hell of a punch. So I'll be using this on her face and also just for tidying up her legs. Like I'll use these for the big bits of the feathers, but for getting those little nooks and crannies, I'll be using these. A massive, massive thank you to Liveryman for sending these out. I was in a bit of a disaster because my old clippers, which were a different brand, broke on me out of nowhere, but Liveryman came to the rescue and I've got these amazing clippers to try out. So we'll see what they're like to use, guys, and I will be using these for a full clip at some point in the future.
You look so smart. Clean.
Let's don't know if you've ever had clippers near you. So
Well,
we'll
that's
just show
true.
you
Okay,
what's
so
going
how
on.
do we start then?
Well, you want to do a bit of the old desensitizing.
Good girl.
I mean, not that we're clipping her all over, but
No.
it never hurts.
No, she probably has never had any experience with
No.
clippers.
But what we'll do in a second is just turn them on, get her used to the sound. The really good thing about these Black Beauties is this dial at the back there changes the speed of the clippers, which also changes the noise, so you can set them super quiet for horses that have never been clipped before. Just makes it a lot easier to sort of get them used to it, and then you can kind of ramp up the speed as and when they're ready.
That's perfect if you've got sort of nervous or very
Yeah,
sensitive
exactly.
horses.
And the other cool thing is that they come with a battery pack.
Ah, so no wire winding around their legs.
Nope, so you clip that on, plug it in, and I don't actually know how many hours you've got, but it is a lot. This is fully charged, so we'll be absolutely fine. Bit of oil on, and then we'll
Let's see
start
what she
some
thinks of the sound.
desensitizing.
Okay.
Let's turn the battery on. There we go. Good
Your
girl.
Friday fail. Good girl.
Well done. So the tension on these, you don't have to have it as tight as on normal clippers. So you want to just do it by sound. So as soon as you feel a little bit of resistance, that's as tight as you need them. Think about there.
Good girl.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, sorry for lack of footage, guys. We've had to have all hands on deck holding Sally. So like I said, she's never had clippers anywhere near her before, and she's just finding the vibrations from the big ones a little bit much down her legs. Obviously there's not much coverage of fat or anything down her legs, so it really does rattle on them. So we've come up with a good solution. We've actually been using the scissors and these classic clippers here. So we're getting the majority off with the scissors, and then we're doing a couple of runs down the leg with these just to get her used to it, and then we'll tidy them up with some blades at the end. It's just a bit more time consuming, and Mum's struggling to film because she's got to hold her head, bless her. But good girl. Is that a little bit less tickly?
She says, yes, doesn't vibrate on my leg.
Maybe she just secretly wanted to keep the feathers. I think you could be right there. Sorry, Sal, if you've got rid of one, you cannot have 3 feathery legs and then one.
Look a bit weird.
So this is gonna look a bit awful, guys, but the blades, honestly, are lifesavers.
Good girl. Come on. Can you do some clippers?
Clippers are definitely my preference for doing legs, so Sally, you're gonna have to learn to have your legs clipped.
You have to get used to it, Sal. But we are on a bit of a time constraint.
We are.
We've got all the other horses to do today.
Exactly, for the video's sake. Sorry, liveryman.
Oh, there'll be lots of clipping opportunities in a few months.
Oh yeah, you
when
wait for
autumn
them.
rolls around.
There's clipping vlogs.
Ready for show jumping and dressage.
Gliding through there now.
Very smart.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be touching you directly anyway.
Girl.
Girl. Alright. Alright. Okay.
What have you done to my pony, Meg?
Got a bridle path.
Oh, that's handy.
Right, it is time for the grand finale. Hopefully we'll actually be able to get some footage of this.
Bye bye, mane.
Okay, Sal, here's the moment of truth. Got main comb, got scissors. I'll start down this bit. How long do you want it? Short back and sides?
No, I want it long.
Go. That's too long. Defo shorter than that.
Not too much shorter.
If you're gonna do it right, you may as well go the whole hog.
No, she's not show jumpy yet though.
Oh, yeah, because of this. Sal, the more you move, the more likely I am to just chop a massive chunk off.
Keep still, Sal. At least we hope it'll be even then.
We'll wrap it all up at the end. I still think shorter than that. That's a really awkward length.
I don't know, but I think I might need to get used to it.
Okay, you had your time to get used to it.
Heartless.
Well, just think, you're better to cut it short because then if it looks bad, when it grows out, it looks more natural and then it grows to this length and it looks good. So I always think,
What do you think, Sally?
well, seeing as we're on lockdown, I feel like it's not really.
What if they suddenly
That's
lift it and we
crucial.
want to go and do Cop Scan?
Well, luckily, Sally is not ready to go and do eventing yet.
It's so hot.
I know. That's because David Bailey's a photographer. It needs to go like shorter up there, doesn't it?
Can't really see a lot through the camera.
Probably for the best. Sally, I'm warning you, if you keep your head wonky like that, it's, oh, see, Sal.
It's not going to end well, Sal, if you keep moving your head.
Yeah, thanks, Sal. You've just given us a little bit of a shorter.
Only got yourself to blame, Sal.
She's gonna have no hair.
Oh, maybe this was a mistake to let Megan loose with scissors.
We might have to just style that short bit out.
Okay.
Or do we just, no, I reckon, oh god.
Oh dear, guys. What
Sal,
will we do?
you turning got us into this mess.
Maybe Sally wants to be hogged.
We're just styling it out. It looks great. We'll ignore that.
We'll ignore that, she says.
Cast. We'll carry on.
Okay, there'll be a little step.
Helsinki step.
Oh my god. It's beautiful mane, Sally.
Bye bye, baby.
I think there's going to be a lot of plate.
Oh, it keeps going shorter.
Cut it longer.
I can't because then it's hard to get the angle.
It's because there's a little bounce. My hair's like that. The fringe is a bounce, a natural bounciness.
Hairdresser terms.
Should have taken you to professional, shouldn't we, Sally?
let's just get rid of it and then we'll see what happens. This is a hate-free channel, guys. No one comment about my techniques and the fact that the traditional Welsh cob is no longer traditional. Oh, we have it like that.
No.
Layers.
It's like Tennessee.
Come on,
walking
no,
horse.
zoom in. Look at the layering. People pay good money for that.
Well, I'm not sure they would. That's pretty ropey cut, Sally, isn't it? I wish I'd kept it for a wig. It's lovely hair. What happened to your thumb, Meg?
Less said about that, the better. Apparently, I managed to cut myself with scissors. I'm literally a walking disaster. I nearly did it again.
You're a muppet.
Tidying up these edges. You're not going to get the full view until you get the grand reveal at the end, guys. What I'm going to do though is comb this through and just try and get a few bits of the hairs pulled out just to soften it a bit. Because that's
Pretty shocking.
hella dicey. I've got it as even as I possibly can, so now I'm just going to use a solo rake just to make it a bit less harsh, do the forelock, and then we are good to go. Doesn't really pull much out because our mane's so clean.
So clean and silky. So what are you doing now, Meg?
Well, I've just remembered you're meant to rake it over the wrong side so that it does the underneath of the mane, and then when you flip it back the right side, it looks sort of like a bit of a fold effect.
It just thins it a bit. She's got quite a thick mane.
Yeah, she really has.
She seems to be enjoying that.
Oh, finally, something relaxing about this day.
Girl.
Okay, this is probably the most exciting bit, is getting off this forelock. So you're only going to get a zoomed in shot of this, guys, and you'll have to wait to see the final
Reveal.
the final reveal. Okay, Hobbs, in we get, nice and close.
How close?
Well, we don't want any of these sneaky ones seeing the reveal. Also need some new scissors in my life.
Like that straight. Do you want me to cut? Doesn't look very straight, does it, Sal?
You guys can't see how funny she looks now. Actually, zoom out. I'll show them at the end after the reveal what she looks like. It's time for the reveal. Here is all the hair. You can see some little clipped white leggies. Let's go.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything
What a day. I feel like I don't feel like I've literally spent the whole day doing this because things just take so much longer than planned. But here we have the finished product behind us. She looks incredibly shiny and I do really like the no feathers look. I think the mane is going to look better in a few weeks. Not going to lie guys, it's a little bit choppy. Tail looks fantastic though. The clippers did a beautiful job of that. I always use clippers for tails rather than scissors because you get a horrible jiggedy jaggedy uneven line if you do it with scissors, so definitely recommend clippers for that. But I will do a proper clipping video at some point guys where I'll take you through the liveryman clippers because they are fantastic. They're so quiet and so easy to use, but unfortunately we just didn't really get round to using them too much in this video, but certainly recommend, and I will leave the link to their website in the description below. Other than that, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I hope you like Sally's new look. I think it's going to take people a while to get used to it, to be honest. It's certainly going to take Mum and I a little bit of time to get used to it. But she looks more professional now. She might not be as sort of cute and cuddly, although she definitely is cute and cuddly still. So thank you very much for watching. Please leave a comment, leave a big thumbs up. My nice thumb with the plaster on. Cut right through my nail. It's not a good look guys, but we'll just forget about that. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel below. It does really help me out and it helps me bring out more videos for you guys. Maybe I'll do a better makeover video with a pony in the future. I feel like Sally got the short straw, bless her. Anyway, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye. Actually zoom out, I'll show them at the end after the reveal what she looks like.
Poor pony. You deserve.
I'm going to fix this. I am going to. It's like a bowl cut.
Do not let this worm near anybody's hair, horse or human.
Sally!
Look, you've embarrassed her. She's not happy.
I'm going to fix it.
It's a good job it's locked down. She's not going anywhere anytime soon.
I am fixing this. Welcome to the world, Sally. Now I'm going to rake it within an inch of its life. And it's going to look blimmin' beautiful.
She looks like a boy.
Yes, she does.
That's not good. I don't want my pretty pony girl looking like a boy.
I have really angered Mum with this, guys. It's going to be fine, promise.
We were hoping to go and do riding club, weren't we, Sally? And now it'll be too embarrassing.
You can in 6 months.
I wanted to go next month. Sally, what's she done to you?
Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me